Tips from the tailgate. We're going to talk about what coil for where. So with the likes of your Legend, it comes with the LG30 and also the LG15. If you've got a triple score, SC30 and the SC24. Now, why would you use different coils and where? If I was down at the beach, I would be using this coil. A big coil covers a lot of area, goes down deep, but it may not be quite as good for small stuff because it's not as sensitive. And that is where you'd be using a smaller coil, which is more sensitive to smaller stuff, but doesn't go as deep as the big coil. So you've got a bit of a trade-off. But in amongst it all, there is the 24. So that can give you sort of the best of both worlds. It'll find small stuff, but it'll go deeper than the smaller 15 coil will. Now, where would you use them? As I said, on the beach, in a field or a paddock where you want to go deep and you want to cover a lot of ground. These may not be your friend when you get into a trashy area. So if you're in a park, you've come up to a barbecue-y area, there's lots of bottle tops, what can happen is that you'll get 5 or 6 targets underneath this size coil and they'll all be going, pick me, and it becomes a little bit of a struggle. Well, if you change over to a smaller coil, you can get in amongst all the trash and rubbish and you'll probably only get 2 or 3 signals or targets underneath this size coil. And you can just hone in and go, ooh, yep, that's the one I want to dig, and you can get in amongst it. Again, I would use that one if I'm in a trashy area. I would use this down at the beach in the rock pools because you can get into all the nooks and crannies with it. If you're in the gold mode on the Legend, this is the coil to use. Small, sensitive, really sensitive, gets into everywhere. You're not going very deep. You just want to find those little nuggets. And then if you were just general searching, coming on a trashy side or just around a house where there's just a little bit more rubbish, this is the good coil. This coil I can go all day with. So yeah, it's just really nice. There's a lightness thing can happen too. And that is where you would use what coil for where. This has been a tip from the tailgate.